Awesome. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Porter, teach me everything.
All right. Do you want to warm up first, or just go straight into it?
Well, like let's introduce you. So, would you say you have a top 5 serve in pickleball?
I would say that, yes.
Top 3.
I would say that, yes.
2.
I would say I'm either 2 or 1.
Okay, Porter Burg.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I am getting a professional lesson from Porter.
All right.
I wanna be number 2. He could be number 1.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. All right. Yeah. So basically, there's a bunch of different variations to serve. You've got 2 where you're just hitting the ball normally. You have 3 where you're just hitting the ball normally and shoot forward with top spin or to either side with side spin. You can also do what I like to sort of call the backwards spin, which will kick to your left, but it looks like it's going to kick to your right, so it's like that.
That was really good.
And then you also have one that is really easier to read, but it gets way more kick.
Right.
Like that was not in at all, but it shoots off like 6 feet.
Yeah. Also, I'm not 100% sure if the mic's working, so just if it's the phone, just
Okay.
make sure you're speaking up.
Yeah. So basically, you know how to do the toss. It's just
Making it better.
It's just making it better. So it's just going to take some practice. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the bucket, and at first I want you to work on facing towards the camera.
Okay.
Like so. And then hitting it that way.
So to the right?
So so it will kick that way. This way you're able to see how much spin you're getting, and you don't have to work on like bending your wrist and stuff yet.
Okay. I can bend the wrist. I think I only lose a little. Lose a little bit. So I've been doing good.
Yeah,
but...
try both.
Okay. Let me make sure this is looks good. Okay, it's pretty good. All right. Here we go. That missed. That was not good. Bad first try. Okay, so Porter says like if you have a Franklin, you should put your fingers on the X's. So
Yep.
pretty much as far away, like completely opposite sides of the ball.
I think I actually found out what what's his face was doing, Johnson Cola.
Okay.
So I think
here's the secrets to Johnson Cola's serve where he goes like this.
I could be completely wrong, but I feel like he's grabbing it up at the top of the ball, and he's using this
to push it down.
to push it down to right before where it feels like your fingers are gonna slide off.
Oh, why?
That way, that's kind of the best possible position you can be in. Because if you're too low, you're not gonna get as much height on the spin, and if you're too high, you're just not gonna get as much spin. So if you press down a little bit and get basically to right in the middle, or like to the X's, which is how I've always done it, it's generally the best place. So.
Okay. Lots of power. Okay, I'll do side spin, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead. That's a kick.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you do need to take into account, they can't tell, but like it's really cold out here, so our hands are still getting warmed up and stuff.
Okay. We have excuses.
We do, always. Grab the ball harder. It's gonna seem weird at first, but you're kind of just glossing over it.
Okay.
That was a better one.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
A little of the way. The things we do for pickleball. Doesn't really kick though.
Yeah. And right now, so I want you to try doing the Shea way.
Okay, we're gonna
I just want to see. Okay. Yeah. So they're really equal. Right now
Well,
it's gonna be hand strength.
Let me go straight.
Yeah,
for
go
a
ahead.
second.
Work on top spin.
Well,
and stuff.
like, I think that's gonna be a better gauge to see which one I actually do better, because. Okay, and then
That died pretty quick.
I felt like that one had more.
Yeah.
That one had a lot.
Yeah, that one had way more, I can tell.
So let me try going sideways again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, I felt like I just didn't get it very good.
There's.
That one was good.
Yeah, it was better.
Okay, yeah, that one actually kicked.
Yeah! Making progress. That was a good one. Yeah, so.
Porter, no, not the shay away.
So, the one thing that's gonna take you to, like, I mean, really the next level is, I mean, obviously if you're shay, you have to put band-aids on your hands so you can get more grip.
Well, also, rule, you're not allowed to do that.
You aren't?
No.
Okay, so he was just making that up.
Well, the rule changed this year.
That's true. It's 2022, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I knew that. So one thing that I think I do this a little bit better than most people, which is kind of why mine kicks a little more, is I get more spin from all the practice, but a lot of people end up pointing the ball a little diagonally in either direction.
It needs to be more.
It needs to be even more. You want it like parallel to the net.
I knew this deep in my heart, but I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's like a ridiculous amount.
Okay. So go.
Yeah.
Like that. Like should it be over?
So no, because another thing is, okay, let me show you this. If it's open, if you're doing like a backspin, that was a horrible example because I never do this. You see how that literally floats in the air?
Yeah. So hold up, I do want to learn this one. So it's like this.
Yeah, so it's like that.
And then okay, I'm gonna try it. Okay, no, be patient, everyone. Okay, that was closer. Now
So you're still getting topspin on that.
am I?
Yeah.
So it's this way, right?
So.
I'm gonna go that way or that way.
That way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, just go straight down though.
Yeah, that you have to swing faster on this. I would not recommend this one at all.
Okay, one more try,
Yeah, one
everyone.
more.
I'm a quick
It's
learner.
for all the marbles.
Oh, it was in!
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, but going back to the point, if you have more backspin by tilting this way more, it's just gonna float. It's not gonna kick as much.
Okay.
So here, go again, and I'll position you a little more.
So I feel like that's
So like there.
so just tiny bit that way.
Tiny bit.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna try both ways, right?
Okay.
I feel like I gotta get the toss more close
So,
to me.
actually, I want you to.
Or should
I
we
would
further
recommend.
back?
So not even that. The only time I would recommend hitting a hard serve with the spin is on a topspin serve. So because it's gonna kick more that way. Otherwise, it's just gonna kind of skid along and it's not gonna skip as much. So just hit it softer.
Hit it softer. Anti-intuitive.
Yep. That was the best one yet.
Less is more.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna get.
They're gonna have time to. Okay, but for me, the pros aren't gonna have. If I hit it soft like that, they're gonna have time to react.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we find a medium?
What's gonna happen is eventually, with more and more spin. I don't know. Did you ever play baseball or anything?
Not really.
No. Okay. Well, so when you're pitching, you put spin on the ball. You can put a curve ball, which is putting top spin and curves that way.
It's not as fast as a fastball.
It's not as fast as a fastball. But what I'm gonna show you is, I want you to watch how much the ball curves just top spin versus this way. So
Okay. Well, let's.
yeah, you can bring
We're
that
gonna
over
we're
there.
gonna
I don't know
actually.
if you can.
Okay. Give it a go.
All right. So top spin, it's just gonna go straight down like that.
Yeah.
Side spin, it's gonna come over this way and then kick off to the side.
Okay.
So.
Well,
it's not a huge. That was just not a great example, but like, you see how it swerves over that way and then shoots off the opposite way?
yeah. It's because you're like angling your body that way, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But what's happening is, yes, they will have more time to react if you're hitting it a little bit slower. But the thing is, if you're hitting it a little more slow, you're gonna have more curve and more kick, which is gonna put them even more off balance. So they might scoot over like a few feet if you're hitting it hard, and they'll be able to return it because they knew where it was going.
Okay.
But if you're hitting it softer, the ball will end up being here. They might get a paddle on it, but it's gonna be a worse return. Does that make sense?
It does. So would you say do that all the time, or?
I would not say do that all the time. You do want to mix it up.
Half? I mean, what percentage would you say?
To me, really, I don't even think about it anymore.
Okay. Well, okay, think about it now.
I am. So I would say I switch between serves. I generally do this one where it's going to kick off that way more than this one.
Right. Because it goes into their backhand?
Because it goes, so not even that. Here, let me rephrase that. On this side, serving this way, I generally have it kick this way more. And when I'm on this side, I have it kick this way more.
Okay.
Because it looks like it's going that direction, and then it'll shoot off in the opposite.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
But I would say switch between the two serves like half and half, like you're saying.
Okay.
But really, in game, it's just personal preference. It's if you see like they're scooting off to one side, maybe do the other way, or.
Okay.
That's the really beneficial part about having all of these variations.
So Porter, would you say like when I do the soft one, should I just hit it flat, or
just hit it
should
flat.
I do like the opposite spin? Just flat.
So don't do opposite spin yet.
Okay.
Just because I don't think you're getting enough RPMs that it will do anything.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Baby RPMs. Okay, we'll try shoes away.
Okay, so I know what you're doing. You're hitting the ball underneath it a lot.
Okay, more
And
on
so-
the back of the ball?
Yeah, so you want to hit more on the back of the ball. And the reason being, if you see,
I mean that one it was a tough toss.
yeah, right? And you're gonna get more and more controlled at the toss the more and more you practice. But the grit on your paddle, shout out to Selkirk. But the grit on your paddle, with the spin, it's going to be negated if you hit it underneath.
Okay.
So you want to hit it more on the back of the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
See, yeah.
that was three
Yeah, it was
times
really
as good,
good.
everyone. Okay. Here, will you grab it? And do
Yeah,
the
sure.
thing? Let's Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna show a bad example and a good example of what Porter just said. So I'm gonna try under and over, and then the back of the ball. Okay.
See how that kicked a little bit, but not that much.
Okay. Go back of the ball.
Yeah, that kicked way more.
Okay. One more time.
One more time.
Because also, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Oh yeah.
let's
Oh
go!
yeah. We're getting it down. Yeah, right about there.
Just a tiny bit further back. Okay. Cool. Okay, that was really good.
Yeah. And really all this is it's once you know what to do, it's pretty easy. You just need to practice more and more and more.
Okay, Porter, I have an idea.
Okay.
Let me show the idea and you tell me. Okay, one more try. So I'm trying to get the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Which normally I hit that with topspin. I'm trying to just hit it flat back of the ball.
So I think you can hit it with topspin because
Okay.
the ball's acting like a gyroscope. It won't turn over.
Okay.
It will just curve in like that, like I was saying.
Okay, I'm gonna try with topspin.
That just skidded. That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, other way. Up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I might
So
need
another
a-
thing, this is really hard. It took me forever to grasp, but hitting it this way with topspin is just gonna add to the amount of spin that you have. Because generally you're not hitting a topspin serve perfectly. Just
It's a little
straight.
that
It's
way,
a little
right?
bit that way.
Yeah.
So you need to face even more. That was not a good example because it didn't
Whoa,
hit with
that-
top.
that
I didn't
kick's
hit with
really-
topspin.
That
but,
kick's really good.
but like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and I might not be able to do the Shia way too much longer because we have a tournament later, and
You don't.
it hurts yourself.
It
hurts
does,
you,
yeah.
right? So, anyways, I might not be able to keep practicing it right now, but
I could literally from here see how much it shoots over that way. So that's a good sign.
It wasn't. It was more top
It was
side.
much more top spin, but the fact that I can see it from this side is
Yeah.
good.
Okay, let me try to get more side because the toss, I felt like it ended up going that way.
Right. That was better. Oh my goodness.
I can do it a little bit.
Dude, a lot.
I was honestly thinking I had a top like 20 serve.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't go into it. But, okay, here we go.
I mean,
okay.
to be fair, I think it's really nowadays me, Morgan, Zane, and John. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'd like to be
so-
among the greats.
yeah.
Okay. Here we go. That
That's
ball is broken.
Oh, that kicked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Porter, tell us what really is your goal with this serve? Like, are you trying to get points? What are you trying to do?
So generally at first when I really came out into the community with that, like the 4.5, 4.0 level, yeah, I would ace everyone and it would get a ton of points and people would always give me crap about it because like it's not fun for the other team, right?
Yeah.
But now that I've advanced to the more 5.0 pro area, not in the pro completely, but I've played some and done not too bad. But I've really noticed that more and more I'm not getting aces anymore, but their returns are way weaker and it sets me up for a really good drive or drop shot. And I'm still getting aces too, but just less. The thing is, getting a really easy drop shot or drive is almost as good as getting just a complete ace, because generally when you put pressure on them with a good third shot, you're still gonna get the point. So that had some kick.
I'm trying to give it some oomph while getting.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so like
It didn't kick sideways very much.
it didn't
but-
kick, it kicked a little bit though. Like
Yeah.
so
It also went up.
it
which
did, yes. I
I
have noticed hitting it higher, it will give you a bigger bounce, and it throws people off like a fair
Yeah.
bit. It's interesting.
Did you see at one of my tournaments? I was more trying to do a moon ball spin.
Okay.
serve?
Yeah, I think I did see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? Like, do you think that's
so
very
I
effective?
think I have done it in the past. I do not think it is good unless you're adding to the spin with your paddle,
Okay.
because it kind of dies down pretty quickly in the air. But here, look. Here's me hitting a serve that will shoot off that way hard, and like, is there a third ball in there?
Here you go.
Okay. Like
got
I can hit a really hard serve without. That was a bad example, but I can
It
hit a
would've been
really
good if it
hard
was in.
serve, like without spin.
This is Anna bar serve.
Yeah, basically. But here's it with spin. It still kicks some, and here's it with slower with spin.
And Porter, if I recall, so you used to say you want. I think maybe I'm wrong. You
Go ahead.
wanted to serve it in the beginning part of the court, like you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like my.
The only time I would serve past is topspin, just to push them back. But the reason being is like, here, do you have another one?
Yeah, last ball.
It's because if you give it more time, obviously it's gonna go further.
Yeah.
So it's gonna throw them off even more. Like, and it's even more like really detrimental when you're going this direction, hitting it here.
Okay. Whoa, that kicked a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say though, I feel like at least I'm more speaking for like 4-5 pro stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because that's more my experience. But real fast, I feel like if I serve it in the beginning part of the court, you have a lot of time to react. What if it's here, even if it doesn't have as much time to kick?
So I know what you're saying. I don't want you serving like here. That's not a great idea.
Okay, so
I do want
there.
So I don't want you
not
like,
there.
serving here to kitchen.
Right.
If you get it here, generally you're gonna have to have a lot of serve for them to have a worse return because they do have more time to react.
Yeah.
A lot of spin, sorry. But I do want more no man's land.
Okay.
Just because it still keeps them back on their toes a little bit, because generally if a ball bounces there, it's gonna carry to around here.
Yeah.
But it also gives it still a fair amount of time to shoot off in either direction. So, yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. Balls?
Yep. Get the balls.
Okay. Okay. And how did you learn your serve, Porter?
So, I started out with a two-handed serve. Really, I was at there was a tournament down, it was the USA Pickleball Newport Beach Championships or something. And I think that was just right when Zane had started to like turn and do all of this stuff to make it kick in those directions.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting, maybe I'll try it. And I tried it against my friend, partner, Hayden Patrick, who's also a really good player. And like somehow within like the first hour of doing it, I was already getting really good kick.
Yeah.
And I ended up actually playing Zane, and Morgan came over to watch later that night, and I aced Zane a few times with the serve, so that was
nice.
Cool. But then the second day of that, Morgan saw me practicing again, and he was like, "Here, I'll teach you how to do the real serve." And so he shows me how to do the one-handed serve. So I actually learned it from Morgan himself.
Awesome.
And I guess like I kind of added my own little variations and stuff.
Maybe this way to this way?
Yeah, let's work on it on this side right now. It was really just a lot of experimentation. Like I learned the chainsaw serve, and I learned the toss, and then I kind of added my own elements to it. So
awesome. Okay, so a couple things for me. One is sometimes the toss is a little off, and usually it's forward.
Okay.
So I'm like into the court.
Right.
Would you recommend?
I'd recommend standing backwards. Actually, yeah.
So would you say stand back or just get better?
Well, both.
Okay.
Both. At first, I want you to stand back, but once your toss is you're in control each time. Sure, move up.
And then I feel like for me personally, I want to kick and lots of power. Which is maybe not the best.
Right.
But I feel like that's kind of what I want to go for.
Yeah. And so, what I would recommend on this side, if you're going for kick and lots of power, you're gonna start it over here. And it still kicks a fair bit.
Okay.
The only real deceptive one is here. I'll show you later, but work on your. That was actually gonna kick. I could see a curve.
Oh, I just need to get the toss better.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stand further back.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, it just didn't bounce very much, right?
Yeah.
Which
see,
is
that's
also
a good thing. Yeah. That kicked. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so one thing you're doing that will help you even more is on your toss, you're actually starting here, and then you're kind of coming over with it before you toss, which ends up having your toss about here again.
Okay.
So it's going to kick more if you toss and try to do that. It's going to be really awkward at
One
first.
thing at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good pickleball advice.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then this is a theory I have.
Okay. Right.
So basically, if I'm down like 110, or I'm really down, or if I pretend I'm really down,
Okay.
I give it some heart. I give it some rocky.
Right.
That's when it goes it's on the tip, and then it goes over the tip. That's when they start missing my serve or hitting really awful returns.
Oh, yeah. See, this is just great advice in general. You have to put love in your serve. You have to believe.
Some love, yes.
That's the secret ingredient.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do it, even though like it's just practice.
Right. Yeah.
And this is one thing I'm really good at in tournaments is when the chips are on the table and you're gonna need to be clutch.
Oh, for sure.
I pull it out. So, anyways, let me try to do that, and you can try to help me with that, because that's more of what I want. I need to improve that one, and I also need to try to get that one more often.
Yeah, for those of you watching, Austin has a tournament later today, so if he gets down, I'm just going to remind him, Austin, you have to love the ball.
Yeah, give it some heart. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And also, I have, like, if I'm really doing it, I'm grunting.
Yeah.
Like. Okay.
That was going to, I saw you got a lot of spin on that one, so, yeah. That one, I think you just got under it a little too much.
Under it, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just awkward, though. It is awkward. If I'm awkward, then it's probably going to be awkward.
Uh-huh. You know, awkward's good, too, though. Yeah. That's a good toss spin.
I did get one yesterday, and it was just like that one, where it landed in the beginning part of the court. And usually I hit it deep and it kicks. So anyways, they're back here.
Right.
And like that last one, it landed here.
Okay.
Like second bounce.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was impressive.
Well, I mean, I don't know how valid that one is.
So the top spin serve, so I think I didn't really think about this until I was actually playing with Nick Peterson yesterday, and he had a really, really good strategy. He's got a good spin serve. He's from Boise, which is where I'm from, and so I see it and stuff. I haven't seen this yet. What he does is he hits a really, really hard top spin serve that pushes them back.
Yeah.
So their return's weaker, and he drives it at them, and so he can shake and bake.
Okay.
So with the top spin serve, you want it to really push them back so you can be super aggressive.
Okay. That was a lot of kick.
Yeah.
Too much kick for one man.
Oh, that was the top spin that just dived into the net. Nice. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Normally I don't miss that.
I forgot. Here's another variation that me and my friend so there's this guy his name's Chris Olson. He's also got a good spin serve, but he's not competing at like the pro level and stuff. But he does a backhand on this side.
Okay.
And like it gets a ridiculous amount of kick. But what I have figured out is this thing.
Which way did you spin it?
That was awkward. So I spun it this way and I came across this way, so it looks like it's gonna bounce.
I would probably do it this way, but
Yeah. This is just all experimentation. It's
well,
not
I think
necessarily
I get
something-
too much
Yeah.
of my other way. It'd maybe be good.
Yeah, try doing it.
Corkscrew.
Try doing it, shooting it off this way and coming.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, not corkscrew.
Yeah.
Ooh. So actually, Porter, check it.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So in case anyone was wondering, that hit like the far side fence.
Yeah.
And it hit the corner beautifully. I actually hit, this is one of my proudest moments. On Korean car, I would actually, so with the two-hander, I would do it like
Right.
this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ace Korean car at like an important
Nice.
point. It's hard to do consistently, so I only did it once,
Yeah,
but it was at a good time.
from this side, I have tried to get it just right to drop in that corner and to shoot off in the fence, like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
I can't do it yet, but you get a ton of kick by like even just barely adding some is just
So Porter, there's a couple problems.
Yep.
One is, I hypothesized that the one-handed spin serve's gonna be gone next year.
right.
Probably. So it's like, I feel like I know enough where I'm like dabbling in it,
Right.
but it's hard for me to become Picasso
Right.
with it,
I get it.
as well as it's hard to justify becoming Picasso with it.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know the answer.
What I would like to say is even if it is gonna be gone by next year, which like it's probably going to be,
Yes.
you still have what
A long time.
11 more months in this year
Yes.
to get it perfect and get at least 400 easy points.
Also, Porter, I would say for someone who's somewhat competent at learning, it would take you about an hour to get a base. Like where you could,
Yeah,
where you could
for
do
sure.
at least a little top spin
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, it's very quick to learn. It just it takes longer to master. I mean,
Yes.
like with anything, right?
Like the good things.
Yeah. But speaking of serves that will be legal next year, you can work on putting it in that corner and shooting it off into the fence just by doing this.
It's not as good as my backhand
Right.
one, though.
Oh my goodness, Austin, that's nasty.
Porter, I need you to understand, the first year of pickleball, I only served backhand. I was the Scott Moore, and I probably have, I would argue I have a top 2 or 3 backhand serve, but I don't do it because
you do.
forehand's better.
Let me try this.
Oh, it kicks
Got a
though.
lot of kick.
Yeah, backhand middle. Let's go. Okay, and then let me show the backhand ones just for your,
Yeah, for sure.
also for your happiness. Here we go. So, normally I didn't do it with the spin serve. That was before that time.
Right. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Okay, couple more. So there's the
See,
top
the thing
spin.
is, I would like to add the more variations you have, even if it's just going from forehand to backhand, that's really good to throw in at a game, just
Okay.
because it will throw them off.
Okay, then there's.
Nice.
A little top spin side, and then let's see. Oh, this was one in the works, but it never took off. Oh, one more try. Let me actually try it without the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let me try it with spin now. This is probably the hardest one. I find this one
Yeah.
a little bit easier.
Really, I found this one easier for me. I don't know why.
Oh yeah!
That's pretty good.
I nailed the corner in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah,
It's way easier for the backhand, I feel like.
yeah,
That way.
for sure. Yeah, because it's less of an awkward shot
Yeah.
to do that.
Okay. Let's see. What do you have, a watch or phone or? What?
I can go check the time.
Okay.
now.
Let's check the time. I feel like we've delved into some fun things.
Yeah. I do have
I think
one more to
30.
show you that I want you to work on. That is probably the most nasty of them all.
Oh, okay.
See if I actually find my phone. Is that it?
Well, let me check this thing because I'll have a decent idea. Okay. We probably have about 8 minutes. So show me.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 11:11. We got
Okay.
here at like 10.
I just need to be early to my own
Yeah.
tournament I'm hosting.
For sure. All right, this is the nastiest of them all. Preferably only done on this side. Doesn't really do much on this side. This is kind of the Morgan Evans original serve.
Okay.
Where you would face pretty much completely this way.
Yeah.
Hold it out in front of you as far as you can. And come across your body inside out.
Okay.
So it looks like you're negating the spin and shooting it off that way, and it'll kick that way.
I'm gonna look really good.
Always.
I know looked it. That's not the way. Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna get it, Porter.
I'm ready.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I only take perfection.
Come on. Spit it good.
Woo.
It kicks that. I'm putting too much on this.
So it's not even that. It's just your toss isn't perfected yet, and you're not.
I'm not ready for the-
You're getting some that are getting a lot of RPMs, and you're getting some that just like aren't perfect. Like that one was going to just skid. It wasn't going to kick, but it wasn't going to shoot off that way either.
Okay, I'm not ready for this one.
Yeah, this is a very
Last-
advanced technique.
Let's try.
Oh, that was going to be a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna get a good
You
one.
can do this.
I'm hitting this way too good.
I think you're just too good at putting spin on the ball. Oh, that sucked.
You're like also very lightly touching the ball.
I am. Yeah, I'm kind of just like glossing over the back of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to lightly gloss it because that's not ping pong, etc. But I'll try to do it.
Yeah.
Son of a gun, Porter!
It could be. Let me see.
But it's gritty. But well, also let's check this. So if I'm getting that with that, watch this.
Ooh. So. Yeah, that's a good one. What I want you to do on this one is instead of glossing the back of it, this is the one that you go under.
Okay.
Oh, that's like.
My time has come.
Yes, this is gonna be your serve, Austin.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it better. Watch this.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, students become the master. That's good.
Yes!
Number 2 in the world, baby.
Okay, last one of this one.
Okay. Yeah, that's really good. It's just gonna take getting used to the actual spin.
I have an idea of how to use that too. Cool. Okay. Okay. Will you? So like we're out of time, but I have a little bit more time with you.
Yeah.
Today, will you? When you're not playing, will you watch me and will you help me come up with like? I mean, I'm more. I don't like we talked about. I'm gonna become less Picasso with this.
Right. Yeah.
It needs to be more like you. I need you to help me know like, okay, this serve try once a game, or this serve 3 times a game, or
Yeah.
this like.
For sure. I'll let you know when you're sucking.
Okay.
I
Well,
do that very well.
I mean, for example, like this one where I go this way and that.
Yeah.
Like, should I do that once or twice a game, or like?
So I want you to do more than that, but I don't ever want you to do it like 2 times in a row.
Okay.
I do want you to utilize it because it's really, really good, but I want you to use all like 100 forehand, backhand variations that you have
Really?
I like, honestly, use as many as you can.
Okay. And then,
Like, even right now, I can tell you feel comfortable with at least like 5 different variations.
I've worked on it a little bit.
And I want you to use all 5 of those because it's more for the other team to think about.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try my passion one more time.
I'm ready,
And
yeah.
help me improve it. Okay, X's.
Oh yeah.
So, I feel like that's the one I should, like, for example, I feel like when I nail that.
If you are behind in a game and you're feeling pressure and stuff,
Okay.
just because it's top spin and you're putting a lot of love and passion into this serve, I mean, it's not necessarily as hard for you to do.
Okay.
I would go to it just because it's like
Nice one. So like I have slight variations on it, but it's pretty much the same. So it's just
one thing on the top spin serve, I would say the main 2 good variations are the normal like hitting it hard one. That was not a great example, but that's like the normal one that you just did. But then also there's this one where you get really low.
Okay.
And you kind of lob it.
Yeah.
Like that, you use your entire
Okay,
body.
I'm gonna do that better than you. Watch.
I'm ready.
Oh no!
For those of you who don't know, he didn't do it better. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hold up, I can do it even better.
Yeah.
I'm actually not doing what I want, but I gotta stand up.
Yeah, you have to use your legs, not your arms. It's really awkward, but
Okay. Okay. Well, can you just help me periodically throughout today?
oh yeah.
And hopefully this was a good video and you got some good stuff at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Porter.
Yeah.
Top-
Thank you, Austin.
Top 2.
Top.
Top
Yeah.
1.
I don't know, man.
One of the
Yeah, sure. Top 1. Top
Okay.
1.
Best server in pickleball. You heard it here. Okay. All right. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Please subscribe. Pickle on, dudes.